This video is about solving equations with variables on both sides. So when we solve with equations with variables on both sides, remember we need to use inverse functions to get one of the variables to one side before we can solve like we normally do. So when we're trying to figure out which variable to move, we want to move the smaller variable. So in this case, we have 5x minus 9 equals 2x minus 21. So the smaller variable in this case is 2x. So because it's positive, we're going to subtract 2x from both sides. So we get 3x minus 9 equals negative 21. Now this turns into a two-step problem. So we're going to add 9 on both sides. 3x equals negative 12. And when we divide by 3 on both sides, we get x equals negative 4. In number 2, we have negative 3x plus 11 equals negative 7x minus 29. So this time, negative 7x is smaller. Because it's negative, we're going to add it to both sides. So we get 4x plus 11 equals negative 29. We can subtract 11 from both sides. So 4x equals negative 40. Divide by 4. And we get x equals negative 10. In number 2, there's parentheses, so the first thing we have to do before we can move a variable is get rid of them by using the distributive property. So when I multiply both things by 6, I get 12x minus 18 equals 5x minus 25. So I can subtract 5x from both sides, and I get 7x minus 18 equals negative 25. I can add 18 to both sides. So we get 7x equals negative 7. When we divide, x is negative 1. In number 4, I can distribute 4 to both things in the parentheses for the first problem and 5 to both things in the second problem. So I get negative 8x plus 4 equals 5x minus 100. So in this case, the smaller variable is negative 8. So we're going to add 8x to both sides. And we get 4 equals 13x minus 100. We can add 100 to both sides. So we get 104 equals 13x. And we can divide both sides by 13. And we get x equals 8. In number 5, there's multiple x terms. So the first thing we have to do is combine like terms on the right side. So the 2x and the x becomes 3x. So we have 5x minus 10 equals 3x plus 12. We can subtract 3x from both sides. 2x minus 10 equals 12. We can add 10 to both sides. So we get 2x equals 22. And we divide, we get x is 11. In number 6, we're combining everything we've talked about. So first, we're going to combine like terms on the left side, and we get negative 10x plus 10. On the right side, we need to distribute the negative 2. So we have 12 plus 4x minus 2. The 12 and the negative 2 can be combined as well. So we have negative 10x plus 10 equals 4x plus 10. So the smaller x is the 10x. We're going to add 10x to both sides. 10 equals 14x plus 10. We can subtract 10 from both sides. We get 0 equals 14x. Remember, it's okay if a variable is equal to 0. So when we divide by 14, 0 divided by any number is still 0. So x equals 0.